Hello and welcome to Truckers World for another video. Hope you're all doing well out there. I'm doing okay myself. Probably got enough work just to get through January. Very difficult part in January when you're an agency driver. But February we'll have to see. I'm only on a 4-day week this week, so I will give you an update as and when I know, and also give you some hints and tips as well, especially being on an agency, because I've done agency now for about probably 10 months. So I want to make a good video to give you some more insights on that. Okay, so today's video is an insight and a review of when I did some agency work delivering copper steel. Okay, and I did this for a good couple of weeks, and I'll be honest, I really enjoyed it. It was a really good company, and it was basically 6 o'clock start, so you finished, generally finished Monday to Thursday, probably about maybe 3 o'clock-ish, you know, depending how you worked through your day, etc. But you certainly could stretch it till about 4, you know, so definitely scope for the hours there. Friday was a bit different because you were delivering mostly to engineering firms. It's an unspoken rule, but engineering firms on Fridays tend to finish early, so usually you were done by 1, but you got minimum 8 hours, so that was all good. Okay, so it was an extended class 2, so probably a size, don't know the exact measurements, but probably a size of a small class 1. Sometimes you see those small class 1s with a small trailer, you know, so it was quite long in a sense. It was a man truck, really nice truck inside, and all the mod cons. It was nice, really nice. You got a fuel card, and you would fuel up at the service stations, AdBlue, etc. And it was obviously a big truck, because I think I spent one time fueling up, and it wasn't even really at the bottom. About £300 to fill up. It was crazy. So you get about 3 to 5 drops a day, give or take. And bear in mind that I was on agency. The 2 full-timers there used to do nights out, okay, so maybe I got it a little bit easy. But I think even for them, they had about 3 or 5 drops, give or take. Mostly distance, so you'd be doing, you know, Nottingham, Kendal, Leeds, Birmingham, I think I did on one occasion. The team there, very friendly. Friendly staff, friendly office workers, friendly drivers, really good lads there. Honestly, I can't fault them. So I would come in, the other driver, there's only 2 drivers, 2 wagons, so it wasn't a massive transportation company. And he'd go through the paperwork and just say, right, these are your drops, and he'd give you a bit of guidance on where certain things were, okay? Because there were a few dodgy areas where you know, had to try and find them, or get in an area where you could get unloaded. It wasn't too bad though. So once you've done that, then you obviously do your vehicle checks. You would strap up, so it was an extended curtain sider. All it is, ratchet straps. The vehicle would already be loaded, excuse me about that, coughing away. It's obviously quick ratchet straps, dead easy, dead simple, you know. And then you were good to go. When you got to the different locations, again, very helpful. No problems at all, really. It did help with the other driver telling me where some of the places were, because there were some tight spots in there. So yeah, it was good to be aware of that, definitely, because nobody else was there really to tell you that. You obviously had the paperwork, the address, but you just have to make sure you get that correct address, because there's obviously the invoice address and the delivery address as well, which obviously you guys out there will probably know by now. And that was about it. And it was, like I say, it was a really nice drive. The kind of work which I like doing. Distance, you know, not where you're out, that's what I kind of like, so I really liked it. The only con I think I would say is, like I say, some of the addresses were a little tricky, only a few, I would say. You know, I think one particular Kendal, had he not told me exactly where it was, I might have been struggling a little bit. Down a little alleyway, you know, all those little alleyways, suddenly come out and it's a big factory there, that kind of thing. Also as well, I had a few dealings with the banksman. I'm going to post a video on banksmen if you don't know who they are. They're the guys in the yard, and they're kind of directing you on where to go, where to stand, that kind of thing. And it's they're a funny kind of breed. I want to say that, really. Very interesting job. They like the job, and they're very thorough, even though I'll probably argue that they don't need to be, but there you go. But overall, I did like the job. You do have to be careful when you are when you're driving with this steel. Obviously, braking too much, even the way it's packed very securely, these steel bars, because it's mostly steel bars, you know, but suddenly they can come through the middle of the woods and bang, or even move backwards. So you do have to be a bit careful when you're obviously accelerating, braking, etc. You have to be aware of that. And also some of the other bits as well. They used to deliver little small parts of steel, and there's a lot of money in that business, without a doubt. I think I was told once that, you know, when he told me where I was going, he told me something, there's about £30,000 of gear on your wagon today. You know, so quite surprised at that. You wouldn't think so, would you? But there you go. So yeah, I think that it was all good. It was, you know, it was mostly the same addresses, you know, so by the time I'd been there a week, I probably knew a lot of the addresses that I was going to. But bear in mind, obviously, again, I wasn't going out sleeping out, so there's plenty, I think, in Wales or not Carlisle, further down, South Gloucestershire, I think, where obviously I didn't go. But yeah, the cons, like I say, maybe a couple of dodgy addresses, maybe, to try and get into, but like I say, once you've done them, then you know what to do next. And the good bits, obviously, you're your own boss again on the road, nice distance driving, nice wagon, very good office staff and workers as well, all spot on. When you got back, you'd probably have to fuel up every 2 days, probably, if you fueled up to the max. When you got back, all you did was pull out your curtains. Sometimes if you had collections from the same address, or, you know, because you collect mostly from the same address that you delivered to. Like I say, to pull them back, lads would unload you, done and dusted, and that was it. So overall, I really enjoyed that job. You know, I would have loved to work there full time, but obviously I'm not in a position to do nights out, unfortunately. But there you go. So a quick video, there you go, of delivering copper steel. I'm sure there's lots of jobs out there as well. I was told, interestingly, that it would be flatbed work and you'd have to strap up. I was a little bit worried with flatbed work. I've never done flatbed work at all, and I think I'm a bit paranoid about doing that. But when I went there and it was a curtain sider, I was a bit relieved. But I learned how to strap up. Dead easy, dead simple, and I enjoyed it. So there you go. Right, thank you for watching. Many thanks for all the subscribers. Keep them coming. I'm really grateful. I really want to build this up. Got plenty more videos to come, and of course I'll keep you updated on the agency work as well. My unique situation really is that I'd prefer to be on agency, and like I say, we'll go through this a little bit further down the line. It's just purely down to my personal circumstances. But anyway, keep on trucking, and thank you again for watching.